Welcome to the Angus Report, a news program for cattle producers.
From American Angus Association headquarters in St. Joseph, Missouri, we bring you the week's top headlines, including some tips to consider before you purchase your next bull.
We highlight the upcoming Cattle Industry Annual Convention that takes place next week in Tampa.
And we go to Paige Wallace in Denver, Colorado for complete coverage of the National Western Stock Show.
Attendance is high here in Denver, Colorado at one of the most celebrated traditions in the beef cattle business. We talk to National Western attendees and provide the show results and Angus news.
Hello, I'm Bob Cervera.
And I'm Crystal Albers.
Our top news this week. Bull purchases involve some big decisions for cattle operations of any size. And with rising bull prices, it's important you get the most from your purchase. That includes a complete set of genetic data, as Chris Ringwald of North Dakota State University explains.
When we buy a bull, we're buying the bull, but really what we're buying is who that bull is. So if we don't maintain a contact to the data, then that bull really just becomes just any old bull. So it's very critical that when you buy good bulls, or any bull that you buy, is to maintain the data that comes with that bull. And there's no reason to be feeding bulls that are not going to produce you calves that you really need to meet this current market. Keep the cattle that have a future, so when this drought turns around, you really do have some superior genetics out there.
The National Western Stock Show concluded its Angus events in Denver, Colorado this month. Hundreds of cattlemen and Angus enthusiasts gathered for the annual tradition, which includes Angus bull sales, fundraising events, and of course, National Western Angus shows. Don't miss our coverage of the event, including interviews, show results, and more. Paige Wallace reports from Denver later in the show.
The cattle industry sets its eyes on Tampa, Florida next week, while hundreds of producers travel to the Cattle Industry Convention and NCBA Trade Show February 6th through the 9th. Producers will set policies and priorities for several industry organizations during the event, which features some top-notch speakers and educational sessions.
Well, the thing that I'm involved with intimately is Cattlemen's College. Wow, I am so proud of this program. Right now we have about 700 people pre-registered to come to this. Cattlemen's College really starts on Wednesday morning, 7:30. And we got one of the most unique individuals that I know of as a keynote speaker, Dr. Lowell Catlett from New Mexico State University. And Lowell is a futurist. I've heard Lowell several times. Without a doubt, he's one of the most stimulating individuals that you could ever be around to talk about the cattle business. After he's done, then we go to class. And we've got 24 classes that we've set up for the next 4 or 5 hours. So there's a lot of nice classes. I think you need to come to Tampa and see it. Plus the weather's going to be nice down there.
Visit beefusa.org for more information.
Estrus synchronization allows herds of any size to sync and breed heifers to improve herd profitability and reduce headaches at calving time. While many operations use the technique with the timed AI program, a North Dakota State University expert says producers can use estrus synchronization with the natural service program.
We anticipate that about 65% of our cows are going to become pregnant within the first 21 days of our breeding season. What we're going to do with synchronizing in these herds is we're going to move a good portion of those up to the first 10-day window of your calving season. So we would anticipate that about half of those cows calve within that first 10 days. This is extremely similar to everything we recommend for artificial insemination protocols. So we talk about cows that are 40 to 50 days postpartum. Again, that's the average of the herd, 40 to 50 days postpartum at the time of breeding. We talk about body condition score, greater than or equal to 5. The bulls, they need to be 2 years old or older. They need to be active with breeding experience. We need to make sure that these bulls have passed a breeding soundness exam. Breeding soundness exam is a great indicator of fertility. So bulls that have passed, we need to have that. And that needs to be done every year.
When the Angus Report returns, we'll bring you special coverage of the Angus events at the National Western Stock Show, including the Angus Foundation Heifer Auction. We'll also talk to attendees and review show results. To continue watching this episode, visit angus.org.